So you may have gotten an email or a notification about Uber's PIN verification. We're going to be talking about what it is. We're going to be talking about why they implemented it, and also talking about how to set it up as a passenger and what to expect if you're a driver. And we're going to be doing that right now. Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, whether it's news, tips and tricks for passengers and drivers, or what actually happens on real rideshare rides, start now by hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. So let's get right into it. What is Uber's PIN verification code? Well, it's a 4-digit code that will be auto-generated each time a rider orders a ride, and then they have to give that 4-digit code to the driver. The driver types it in. If it is matched correctly and the correct PIN, then the ride will be able to begin at that point. If for some reason that you don't have the code or the right code, then you will not be able to start the ride. So the PIN verification code is a code in order for the ride to begin. So some people might now be asking, why are they making this change? Whether you're a driver or a passenger, you might be wondering why. But really, it's for many different reasons. First off, it's going to be for safety and security for both the driver and the passenger, or the person who actually is the account holder and the one who ordered the ride. It's going to give some peace of mind to people, and it's going to cut down on scams and all of these things that are happening when it comes down to it. But let's cover safety and security first. Safety has been a big thing, and there's been a lot of problems with people starting rides by passengers demanding drivers say their name, when in fact that's not the actual way it's supposed to be done. And news media outlets, social media, and a lot of different places are actually giving misinformation and the wrong way of doing it. A passenger, first of all, got a license plate number, got the make and model of the car, got a picture of the driver, was able to call the driver if they had any questions. So the say my name thing is actually been a problem when it comes down to it for drivers trying to figure out who the correct person is, because there's been scams happening to drivers where people are actually stealing rides. That also brings up then the security aspect of it. So it's going to help secure your account to make sure you are in the correct ride, that nobody else is taking your ride, because the ride won't be able to begin without that correct PIN code. It's also going to put people at mind that you're getting in the correct ride, and that drivers have the correct rider. So again, it's all of these nice safety, security, and peace of mind just by being able to have and implement a 4-digit PIN that will put all of that to ease. So how do you use the PIN code? How does it work? I'm going to talk about that right now, but first it's going to be the passenger side of things, and then it's going to be the driver side of things. So if you are a passenger and you want to set up this PIN verification code because you got an email now through Uber, all you got to do is just go to your app, go into the settings, go into security, and hit verify your ride. Then you're going to have a couple of options that says verify all rides or verify between a certain time frame, and this is at night. So if you want to do that or set the option where you have the ability to have the PIN code or not, I highly recommend and suggest having it, because it's going to be good for your safety, for your security, and your peace of mind. So I would just go on, click that where it would say all rides generate the PIN code. And then that way, every time you order a ride, a unique PIN code will be shown on the order and the pair screen when you see what your driver is. So right when you get in the car, he'll ask you for what the PIN is. You give him what the PIN is. Make sure it's correct, because if it's not, you have 5 attempts to try to attempt it. If not, the ride will not begin. So you want to make sure that you give the right code and know what it is. Now, on the driver side of things, if you are a driver, just drive around like normal. When you get your ping request for a ride, it will say pin verified down at the bottom, so you'll know. You just click accept or deny as per usual, go to the pickup location, and wait for the rider to come. Once the rider gets there, ask for the pin verification code. You type in the code, and if everything matches and everything works, the ride will begin. Now, this option is only an option. It's not mandatory in any way, but I do highly suggest putting that feature on for all passengers because it's going to provide safety, security, and peace of mind for passengers and drivers to make sure that they are getting in the correct ride, to make sure that they're not getting scammed out of money on both sides, being a passenger or a driver, and making sure that you have the peace of mind knowing you're getting in the correct vehicle and knowing where you're going. So I do highly suggest turning that function on and getting it for every single ride. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do you think? Do you like this PIN code verification? Do you think it's going to be good for passengers and drivers all around? Comment below and let me know. If you have any other questions as well regarding the PIN verification code, comment below and I can answer it to the best of my knowledge. With that being said, that's the end of today's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. And as always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.